Okay. I's back, y'all. I's back. I sorry. I sorry. I sorry. I had to go take care of business. The business. Thank you for the likes, whoever is on. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Hello, Lockhead. How you doing, baby? I got lipstick. Oh Lord, I got lipstick all on my teeth. How you doing? Well, hello, Andy. How are you? Welcome. Don't mind me. I'm getting the lipstick off my teeth. Then I didn't realize I had a whole crap load on there. You doing good? You doing good? Good, good. How you doing, Andy? Welcome. I'm asking pinto beans and walked away and came back and was like, what the heck? No, it was the conversation. It was a conversation. It's certain things you can't say, so we can't do that conversation. I'm gonna get schooled on how to, but I can't do that conversation. Pinto beans, yeah, I like pinto beans too. I like them over my rice. And we back, yes, ma'am, we back, lady nigga. Yes, yes. Oh, you cooking? Okay, girl, it's Friday. I don't cook on Fridays. I do not cook on Fridays. Andy, how are you? What part of the world do you live in? Yes, thank you. You're back. I love you so much. I love you too, Lady Nika. I love you. Y'all, this the bomb shiggity. Yes, here we go again. Yes, yes, Ruck. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. But I'm gonna get some shirts or some hats. But I like that idea of the wine glasses. See, that's sticking in my head, or some shot glasses. Shot glasses would be even good too. I could do wine glasses and shot glasses. I thought about making red beans and rice. Yes, I love me some red beans and rice. You put some sausage in it or some chicken, some andouille sausage, something. Thanks for coming back, guys. Thanks for coming back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Andy ain't answering my question, TJ, honey. What part of the world you in, Mr. Andy? Thanks, Frank. Thanks for coming back. Shot glasses is an excellent idea. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Hello, Tasha. Dipping in to show support. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Block who? Andy is he got a channel. What the heck? Andy, didn't I get you from what's her name? The skincare lady? Can you respond, Andy? I got you from the skincare lady. I'm glad y'all coming on back. I'm glad y'all. Thank you so much, Tosh Time. Who's in Nevada? You in Nevada, Angie? I gotta go, love. Hi, sis. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Lockhead. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. When this is over, just call me and no, I will not fuss you out. I love you. I just want to make sure you're okay. I got you. I was going to do that anyway. I got you. I got you. Renee Unrated, welcome. Welcome to ItsDawnyWawnyTime. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Cher, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Everybody's speaking to everybody. I'm just trying to get through these comics. Originally from Panhandle of Florida by way of San Francisco. Oh, okay. Okay. But I'm talking about Frank. Frank is not responding. So I don't know what's going on with that. because he was the second one on here, but he ain't responding to none of my questions. So I'm not sure what that means and why. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I just deleted him. So if he doesn't speak up, then toodles. And I have to go and figure it out later on, because I ain't with all that going on. I ain't with all that going on. Oh, I'm so glad to hear you good. I'm glad to hear you good, Cher. Oh, Renee, I rated you at 1K. Awesome. 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 And Frank G, I've really been loving your positive videos, and with all the things people have to deal with in life, they need that positive message. I appreciate you. Yes, I do too. I appreciate his stuff too. I really do. We're not using that word, Renee Unrated. You cannot use that on here. I'm sorry, baby, but we can't discuss that. Not right now. I hope you understand. Yes, Frank, that positive stuff, that positive energy that you put out there every day, I be needing it. Because you know what? I do those videos in the morning like that on my way to work and stuff, and I sit and I chat with you guys. But a lot of times that is for me, because I need to get myself in a certain frame of mind to go deal with what I need to be dealing with throughout the day. Thank you, moderator, whoever did that. Thank you. Positive energy is what it's all about. Yes, ma'am, because you know what? Negative is a downer. That's a downer drug. You know how you can have some marijuana, some of it will hype you up, and some of it is a downer. Negativity is a downer. It's a downer drug. And there's so many people hooked on it. They hooked on that drug. Oh, my God. But yes, that is a milestone, Renee. What you gonna do, Renee? Shelly says hello to everybody. She's sorry if she missed anybody. She's doing all kind of stuff. She's multitasking right now. Yes, it's a downer drug, and there's a lot of people hooked on that downer drug. A lot of people. Thank you, Hutch. She didn't mean no harm. It's just that we can't use certain words. That negative energy, and it dries you out. And it just do all kind of stuff. Hello, Cordell. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. I don't like it in my space either. I don't like it in my space either. And my little circle, my physical circle of people that are in my environment is very small, simply because of negativity. I have cut people loose in my life because of negativity. Because it just, have you ever got on the phone and you talk to somebody? And when you get on the phone and you say hello, you feeling fine. You got it going on. Your energy level is way up here. And then when you get off the phone with them, you be like, damn. And I might be moaning and groaning and bitching at people and all kind of stuff. And you feel bad and you're sluggish. Now you don't want to do nothing. That ever happened to y'all? Thanks, Miss Mia, for coming back, baby. Thanks, Miss Mia. Yeah, that ever happened to y'all? I have gotten rid of some folk because of that, because the sun don't never shine in their world. Every time you see them, the sun don't never shine. Doggone it, the sun shines sometime. You got to seek the sun. If you don't see it shining, seek it out, because it's there. It's truly there. It's truly there. Yes, honey. I know you know about them phone calls too, don't you, Tosh? She will call you in a minute. She do not have no problem. I love her to death, though. What you say, man? You hang up? I want to team up, but I heard if you take your phone to Metro PCS, they will give you a new phone, same number for free. Really? I'm with Sprint. Yes, yes, Tasha. People will exhaust you if you let them. That's the thing. That's the thing. People are only going to do to you what you allow them to do to you. And if you allow them to look at you as a dumping ground, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm a very good listener. I'm a very good listener. And if you ask for my advice, you know, I will give you my advice if you want to hear my advice. Now, don't ask me if you don't want to hear, because I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't take no sides. I ain't got no discrimination going on. I ain't taking no side. I'm going to give you the logical, most true response that I can give you. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. And it breaks your spirit. Yes, it breaks your spirit. Honey, I have had to cut people off because of that. And even though I spoke to them about it and, you know, say, hey, that's a downer for me, yada, 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 they got an attitude with me. So then I have to just drop you off because I ain't got time for that. I'm too old to care about all that. I ain't got time for all that. My train study moving. We say I've gotten rid of a lot of people and the ones who can't be happy for others too. Exactly. I'm too old for all that old mess. I'm too old for all of it. And then some, you know, once I had the conversation with them, then they were fine. You know what I mean? So even though they still feel that the sun doesn't shine in their world, whenever I talk to them, they're not always dumping on me, or they're not always saying, you know, making me feel bad. And then when you ask me for advice, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all had to convince people on the advice that you're giving them, if that makes sense. Those are some booger bears right there. The people who call you to drop all their trash off at your doorstep will be the same people when you're going through hell. They MIA. And yes, they are. Yes, they are. I've experienced that too. I know that for a fact. Hello, Lynette. Welcome. Welcome. So glad you came to my live. Yes, it doesn't matter how old it is. They just want you to switch. Call them and see if they offer that in your area. Oh, you talking about the phones. Okay. What you say, Mia, I don't have time to take on your problems and mine too. Let's speak on it. And when we are done, I have forgotten. Pretty much. For those of y'all need to get y'all some tea, because I'm about through with this glass. I'm getting ready to fill her up again. Y'all like the live on your way in, like the live on your way out. Yeah, I'm not with all that Debbie Downer or whoever. And where did they get Debbie Downer from? Where did they get Debbie? Why does she have to be a Debbie Downer? Why does she have to be Debbie? Is it just that it just sound good or what? Yes, and they still don't listen. They don't want advice. They don't want you to agree with their foolishness so they can feel better about the dumb shit they're doing. You got that right. You can't fly with a whole lot of baggage holding you down. Baby, what you talking about, honey? What you talking about? I'm always telling folks, get rid of your trash. Clean out your closets. Declutter. Because not only can you not fly, but you can't even think. The simplest things are the hardest things for you to do because you got so much on your shoulders. And then when you get some of it off, just a little bit, boy, and you can breathe. And it's like when my hair, when I go to the beauty shop and I need a relaxer and I done waited a long time and I can't feel nothing on my scalp. And then when I get that, when it's first straightened and I can feel the air on my scalp, oh, that's the best feeling. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. You feel no air. You got nothing. You got nothing to give. It's just draining. Hello, G-Fam. Welcome. How you doing? Yes, positive Patty, honey. Yes. Positive Patty, Lady Nika. Yes. Take the trash out and sweep the damn floor. Yes, and on top of that, mop it, honey. Sometimes you got to mop it because they leaving that doggone that stench behind, and it's still lingering all in your house. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of stuff. You sure do. What, Hush? You still ain't got a phone yet that work? Mop it too, Mia. Yes, ma'am, Cordell. Yes, ma'am. Mop it. And you do feel that relief. You feel that relief, and you feel so refreshed and revived. I like that feeling. I like the happy feeling. And I'll tell you something else. I'm a happy drunk. I don't like mean drunks. I grew up with a mean drunk. My daddy was a mean drunk. So I don't know, but I know I'm a happy drunk. And the thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to talk your head off. Child, my husband, he be like, so glad when I go out with the girls. And he not going to go to sleep until I come home, okay? And I come through that door, boom, baby. All loud and everything. Baby, I'm home. You up? And I walk in the bedroom and he just be sitting there looking at me. And he said, okay, we can go to bed now. But you know I cannot go right to sleep. I'm all hyped up on this alcohol. I done seen some things. I done had some good conversation. You know I got to tell you everything, or at least most things. A lot of stuff I tell him because he's my best friend. And so I sit up and I talk him, girl. I talk. He just little baby, ain't you? You know I got to go to work in the morning. You know I got to go to work. But I just can't help myself. I cannot. Yes, happy drunk, baby. Happy drunk. That's why I don't let a lot of people in my house or car. People leave their energy everywhere they are, and I don't want none of their energy near around me. See, it's a something flying in here. I'm gonna get him. If I have to spray, I'm gonna get him. Ooh. See, bugs. I don't do bugs. That's some kind of something. I don't think it's a mosquito though. Thank you, Cordell. Y'all just laughing at me. I don't do bugs. We have to shake off the fleas. Yeah. Not only you got to shake them off, but you got to rub yourself down in some oil to repel them. You got to get some oil to repel them. Hey, Mike Hart TV, how you doing, baby? Mike Hart say hello, everybody. Shelly, I don't have others riding with me either. I don't have people riding in my car, and I ride with my door locks. If you come up trying to get in my car, I'm gonna take off, and in the process, probably gonna run over you. If I feel you mean me some harm, I'm probably gonna run over you. Hey, King Joker, welcome. King Joker in the house. Is Andrea on here? Miss Crystal ain't on here either. The cartoon story. Yes, honey. Yes, everybody. Yeah, lock them doors. Girl, please. Bye. Look at here. Y'all seem like y'all like my craziest life stories. So I was thinking today when I came home, I was like, Don, what you gonna talk about? How you gonna keep the people entertained? So I asked my husband, I told him, I said, baby, I'm going live at 7 o'clock. I said, you want to come on and say hi to my champions? No. He's not going to ever come on here. If y'all happen to see him, it'll be because the door's open and he walking by. But as far as coming on camera, he's not going to ever do that. He says he's my silent partner. I'll take that. So he said, what are you going to talk about? I said, I don't have a clue. He said, well, and my husband is so nonchalant. He just, nothing bothers him. He just real, nonchalant, low key, all that. You know what I'm saying? He fun though. And I said, I don't know. He said, well, baby, he said, just get on there and be yourself. That's what you always do, isn't it? Yeah. But sometimes you want to do something different. So I said that, y'all just study saying hi. My family hides from the camera too. Yeah. And I don't know why. He just don't want to be on. I don't understand that. But okay. I mean, I respect that. So I'm going to give y'all a story time. Now, I don't know if y'all, those of you that are on here that are new, you probably haven't heard me say this. But any story that I tell you is my true life story. I lived it. It happened to me. I dealt with it. Okay? I'm just not going to make up some stuff because some folk on here make up stuff just for whatever. I ain't got time because I won't remember what I done made up. And one of y'all might come back and ask me about it. Where the chat go? Okay, one of y'all might come back and ask me about it. And then what? So I can't do that. So I'm getting ready to share something with y'all. It's not a long story, but it's a true story. And there's a message in the story. What you say? Yes, indeed. I'm not fucking up my marriage over YouTube. I can start naming names. The views are not worth it. I'm not selling my soul or my marriage for YouTube. Girl, what you say? What you say? Oh, you hitting the like button for everybody? Thank you, King Joker. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, so this is my third marriage. Okay. And y'all have to excuse me, but when I drink, I have to smoke a cigarette. So y'all have to excuse me. That's when I smoke, when I drink. That's why I don't drink a lot. So I don't have to be worried about smoking a lot. But anyway, so this is my third marriage. It's a different story time how I got to the third marriage. Right now, this story time is about my second marriage. Okay. I was married to, when we and him got together, he a country boy, Jackson, Mississippi. I had already moved to Memphis and was doing my thing and living my life and raising my children and this, that, and the other thing. And so we met, started courting and dating and all of that. And he's saying had a nice family and everything. Okay. Hello, Deshante. Welcome, welcome. And so we ended up getting married. We were married for 8 years. During that period of time when we were married, oh, excuse me, y'all. We had I thought was a good marriage. Okay. His family loved me. I loved his family. Oh, but what I didn't know was what I didn't know, if that makes sense. What I didn't know was what I didn't know, okay? So when we first got together, he was a senior manager at FedEx, making 3 figures, well into the 3 figures. Good job, okay? So one day he came home from work. He had been on his job for like 10 or 15 years or something like that by the time we hooked up. Well, by the time we got married. Okay. Thank you, Tosh. He came home from work one day and he sat me down and he said to me that he didn't want to do that anymore. He didn't want to work for FedEx anymore. And he did not want to be a senior manager anymore. And he explained to me why, all of the stress that goes with it, all of the travel that goes with it, and this, that, and the other thing. And mind you, I had a job too where I did some traveling, okay? But I was home way more than he was. So I said, okay. So I said, what are you going to do? He said, well, my childhood dream is I always wanted to be a cop. So I was like, oh my God, thinking to myself, right? Oh my God, not a cop. And the first thing coming in my head is all the danger and, all of that going on. And, I'm going to be stressed out and this, that, and the other thing, right? So I told him, I said, if that is what your dream is, who am I to tell you that you can't fulfill your dream? Okay. I will help you. I'll take care of us. You, me, and the children. You know what I'm saying? You fulfill your dream. That's how much I loved him. I'm a partner in marriage. I take marriage very seriously, even though this is my third marriage. Like I said, as time goes on, y'all gonna hear about the other stuff that was happening, but I take it very seriously. Okay. So, okay. No problem. I could do it. No problem. So at the time they didn't have an opening. They hadn't started a class yet. They hadn't even started taking the applications for a class. So he ended up quitting his job. He didn't stay at FedEx until the class opened up now. He ended up quitting his job and he became an armed security guard just so that he could get, when the class did open up and they started taking the application, he could say, well, hey, I've been working as an armed security guard. Now, we've always had weapons. I told a weapon, okay? So it was no big deal with that. So he went ahead and he did that. As he was doing that, now he applied and became a reserve officer. The reserve officers, they do everything the police do. They just don't get paid. They get the benefits. They get the health insurance and the pension and all of that, and they get paid $1 a year. Okay? So that's what he was doing. He did that for like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Okay? Well, he finally gets in to Shelby County Sheriff Department. He didn't want to go to Memphis PD because at the time the police director was all jacked up and it was just crazy. So he go, yes, $1 a year, $1 a year. But they had full coverage insurance, life insurance, medical insurance, dental insurance, all of that. They only got paid $1 a year, but they did everything that the regular deputies did. Okay, so we did that for a while. Meantime, and in between time, my oldest daughter was going to school in Atlanta to college. And she ended up coming home and she enrolled in the University of Memphis. That's a whole nother story too, as to why she came home. It was the school shut down, okay? But that's a whole nother story. So she ended up coming home. So when she came home, she was staying with us. So it was me, him, and my 2 sons, okay? My oldest daughter, she was in Milwaukee. I mean, my youngest daughter, she was in Milwaukee, okay? Because she didn't like it in Memphis. So she stayed up there with my mom and my grandmother to keep an eye on them, help them with what they needed to be doing. So we lived like that until my oldest daughter graduated from the U of M, okay? By the time she graduated, he was a full-fledged Shelby County sheriff, okay? So, like I said, I had a job where I was traveling periodically as well. So one day I came home from work and no one was home. The boys weren't home. No one was home. What did it say? Get your life. Hey, Donnie. Hey, get your life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, and I knew the boys weren't going to be at home because one was football and one was basketball. My oldest daughter wasn't there either, which I found unusual. But I didn't think nothing about it. You know, young people, they go on do their thing. So my daughter ended up coming home and I was there by myself. And she said, Mom, I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking there's something really going on, like she might be pregnant. That's the first thing that came to my mind, that she was pregnant. Child, she said, Mama, she said, I don't even know how to tell you this because I know it's going to hurt you. She said, but all I know what to do, because I want you to believe me. She said, all I know what to do is to give you this. And she handed me a piece of paper that was folded up like it had been in an envelope. So I read this note, which I thought was a note, but it ended up being a letter, okay? And the letter went on to say how it was from a man, how he really loved her, how he dreams about her, how when she gets out of the shower and she leaves her towel in the dirty clothes basket, he goes in and he smells the towel and he go in her room and smell her dirty underwear. Oh, baby. Let me read the comments and let that simmer on you for a little bit. We got you at DawnyWawny on the comments. Just do your thing. And Get Your Life is good people. Why she doesn't have a lot of subs, I will never. Thank you, baby. I need y'all because I ain't paying attention right now. I'm telling this story. Yes, Frank. Yes, you got it right. You got it right. Let y'all simmer on it a little bit while I'm trying to read what's going on. But Hutch and them got me. Hutch and them got me. So immediately I knew who it was. It wasn't my sons, because this they sister. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby. So I asked her, I said, she said, no, first she said to me, she said, Mama, are you mad? I said, I'm not mad. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I said, where did you get this? Who gave this to you? She said, nobody gave it to me, Mama. I said, well, where did you get this from? And he signed his name. Okay. Forgot to tell you that. He signed his name to the letter after he done said how all of this, how he loved her and how he smelling her underwear and how he dream about having sex with her and this, that, and the other thing, right? At that moment in time, my head had my brain kind of took a break from the rest of my body, because I guess I was trying to soak it all in and I wasn't believing what I was reading. And then I wasn't, it was like I was in the twilight zone for a minute, and I had so many stinking questions and so many different thoughts. And the first thought that came to my head was, oh my God, have you had sex with him who's supposed to be my husband? Has he tried to come at you? Has he done anything? Has he tried to touch you, molest you, anything? Because at that point, honey, I was going to sit up and wait for him. If she had told me yes to any of those questions, I would have been waiting on him in the dark when he walked through that door, and he would have been done. And I wouldn't be here before you, because there's things you don't mess with. You don't mess with my money. You don't mess with my kids. You don't mess with my grandmama. You don't mess with my mama. Anything else, you can just go ahead and knock yourself off. But those things right there, I will kill you for over those things. So I'm getting myself worked up, and she's like, Mama, please calm down. Please calm down. She said, no, he hasn't done anything. I said, did he give you this letter? She said, no, it was in my drawer, in my underwear drawer. What the hell? What kind of shit is that? Now, mind you, I don't know why he was thinking about all of this and going through all of this, but acting normal around all of us. You know what I'm saying? She was totally surprised and hurt, because my kids loved him. Everybody loved him. But he was a demon living in a house with us, girl, and lusting over my oldest daughter. Okay? Over my oldest daughter. Now, she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. But, oh, my God, where your damn scruples at? What kind of damn man are you? And then I start questioning myself as to what type of woman am I to pick somebody that's like this. So I started blaming myself, and then I started getting mad at myself, and the blood pressure just boiling. So I told her, I said, Ish, I call her Shay. I said, Shay, I says, I'm gonna need for you to go on and leave the house. And I'm gonna need for you, I'm gonna need for you to wait until your brothers come home. And then I'm gonna need for you to leave the house. So at that point, the phone rang, and it was him, right? So I picked up the phone, trying to keep it where I don't want to let him know that it's something up. It's something the breast going on. Something ain't right. The water is shaky at the home front. It's shaky. Woo, honey, it's like earthquake shaky. It's like earthquake shaky. What's going on? This is really some sick shit. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I told her, I said, he getting ready to come home. I'm going to need for you to leave. I'm going to need for you to leave, and I'll get with you later on. But right now, I got to take care of my business. I'm going to need for you to leave. So my sons came in before he got home, and of course, they in the shower because they football and basketball. They in the shower. They get out. They go in their room. That's what they do. They go in their room, and they on the game, talking on their cell phones, what have you. So he came through that door, and I was sitting on the couch. I'll never forget it. And during that period of time where I had that moment of peace and that moment of to be able to collect my thoughts and how am I going to handle this? And no, you don't want to do this and you don't want to reach out. You want to ask him, did he do this and why? Because we had an active sex life. What the hell? Anyway, I was so hurt, y'all. But I'm trying to keep my head up high and I'm telling myself it's not your fault. It's not your fault. But when you're in a situation like this, it's very difficult for you to believe when you're telling yourself some stuff. You know, it's very difficult for you to believe because at the same token, you telling yourself it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You didn't know. But then on the other shoulder, you got that devil telling you, you should have knew better. Your instinct. You always talking about your instinct and you know people. Where was your damn instinct at then? Because you didn't know. Ha, ha, ha. I got this battle going on and I'm trying to calm my nerves and I'm trying to do the right thing by my children. Because at this point, I'm thinking too, has he tried to do something with my son? What the hell? What kind of person is this? Y'all feel me? It's just, I never in my wildest dreams, and I have had myself in some damn sticky situations, baby, some hardcore sticky situations, but I ain't never had nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? And the emotions was just running rampant. He comes home. Hey, baby. Hey. How you doing? How was your day? Oh, my day was good. I did so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I went through that whole damn routine and I'm just every step of the damn way. I'm ready to just take my pistol and first of all, pistol whip the shit out your ass and tie your ass up. Give me a glass of wine or a shot of vodka. Come back and fuck your ass up some more. Excuse my French. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. This is raw emotion we talking about, okay? Finally, he tell me everything he want me to know. He sits down in his chair. He's sitting across from me, and I just look at him and I says, what is this? And I had the letter. Immediately, he knew. And the first thing that he said to me was, let me get a swallow, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Let me get a swallow. I'm going to let you simmer a little bit on this. That's a 2 swallow. And I gotta light this cigarette now, y'all. Why is this thing keep going away? Why it keep going away? There you go. And his first thing that he says is, I didn't mean for her to see it. Not, I'm sorry. Not, I didn't do that. That ain't my writing. Not, baby, I'm so sorry. I don't know what was wrong. Not come up with some type of lie. Not come up with, now I'm conflicted because you admitting right out the gate. Who does that? You're admitting to me right out the gate. You telling me that you did this. So he says, she wasn't supposed to find it. She wasn't supposed to see it. I meant to go get it out of her drawer. So you really did do it because you know where it was at. At the time, I'm like, God, please tell me that he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Please tell me, Lord, he didn't do this. But now you telling me where it was found, where you put it. Okay, now I'm starting to get upset again. And I asked him, I said, how long have you been feeling like this about my child? And how many more you been feeling like this? I got 4. How many? Is it the boys too? Have you tried to do anything with them? And he was like trying to come at me and touch me. And I slapped him out and told him, you better get the hell away from me because you are like 2 shakes and a penny away from getting told the hell up in here. You 2 shakes and a penny away. So you just don't come near me. Don't come near me. Because if you get in my space, I'm not responsible for what I'm getting ready to do. And by that time, I had got up and walked into the kitchen to get me another drink. Okay. And he followed me on in there, saying all this, that, and the other. I can't even tell y'all everything he was saying because I wasn't even listening at that point after you done said it. What you did, I don't even care nothing about all of that. I don't even care. I told him, you got to get out my house. You got to get out my house. Okay. He was telling me he wasn't going nowhere. Mind you, my sons, they hear the loud talking, but they ain't really paying no attention because, you know, I talk loud. So they ain't really paying no attention. They still in their rooms, right? I tell them, you better go on. I already got issues because I was involved in a domestic violence. I've been a victim of that as well. So any man that come up on me and they being defensive and we arguing, oh, I'm looking for something, some weapon, because I'm finna you getting ready, and you're not getting ready to hit me, touch me, none of that. I'm gonna hit you first though if you keep walking up on me. So I was standing by the stove. How many of y'all out there you got an iron skillet on top of your stove or an iron skillet inside the oven? I got an iron skillet inside the oven. I got one of them iron. Why does this keep going away? I got a Dutch oven, iron Dutch oven pot on my stove, on the top of my stove. Yeah, if you didn't want her to see it. Exactly. What you say, Tosh, you need a drink. so they're right, yes. You ain't for me. You better get away from me. I'm going to read y'all comments in a minute. So I'm standing there, right? And girl, he walked up on me. And I grabbed that iron skillet, 12-inch iron skillet. You know, that's heavy as hell. I don't even know where I got the strength from. But I picked up that skillet like it was a piece of paper. And I went, whop, and knocked him right upside the head with it right here. And he fell on the kitchen floor. At that point, my oldest son come running out of his room because he heard him fall. He fell hard because I was trying to see his brains on that floor. I ain't gonna lie. I have asked God for forgiveness on the thoughts that I had going through my brain as to how I was gonna torture him in that house and everything, you know. And praise the Lord that my faith and my armor of God was much stronger than that devil, okay? Because there's no telling what I would have done to him. I'm just keeping it real. Ain't no telling. So my oldest boy come flying out the room. Mind you, he a defensive lineman. He played football. He varsity football. I mean, he stand like 6'2". He weigh like 220, 225. He's standing up like a nice pit bull and everything. He got his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? He lift weights, all that. He said, Mama, what happened? What happened? He was like, man, did you hit my mama? Did you hit my mama? He was like, I ain't do nothing. At that point, I was going after him on the floor because it's my thing is this, okay? Once I get you down, then you're vulnerable. Okay, I can go ahead and I can do whatever I want to do to you. And that's what I was about to do to him. I was finna wear that head out. Not no arm, not no knee, not no leg. I'm going straight for your head. Because if you didn't have no sense, which obviously you didn't have no sense when you did what you did, you definitely, I'm gonna make sure you ain't got no damn sense. You gonna be like for the rest of your damn life, because I'm finna F your head up. Your brain gonna be mush when I'm done with you in this iron skillet. So when my son finally figured out that it was me going after him, then my son was like, Mama, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And I just, at that point, I just went on. He came out. I went outside and sat on the porch. My son came out there and he was like, Mama, he was like, don't you know that's the police? Because at that point, he was the police. Full-fledged Shelby County Deputy Sheriff. I said, I don't give a flying hell who and what he is. Okay? And I wasn't going to tell my son what happened right there because my oldest boy is a wildcat like me. He would have killed him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about, oh God, the boys, I don't want them to, mess their life up. So I'm like, I ain't trying to tell him nothing. He was like, what are y'all fighting for, Mama? Y'all don't never fight. Y'all don't never fight. I just told him, go ahead on. Go ahead on. I told him, go call your aunt and your uncle. It's some people that adopted us when we came in. So my kids call them aunt and uncle. I said, go call them because they live like a mile away from us. I said, go call them and tell them to get over here. My baby boy comes out. And he see me on the front porch smoking a cigarette, and he see the ex-husband in the chair holding his head with some ice. So he trying to figure out what's going on. So my oldest boy tell him, Mama done knocked him out with the ice skillet. Plum out, baby, plum out. So I end up going in the house, and he talking about, you know what? He's like, I'm gonna call my buddies to come arrest you. I told him, you know what I told him? I said, I don't care. Call them up. I want them to come over here because the first thing I'm gonna tell them is what you did and what type of sick, perverted, nasty little fucker you are. That they don't even know because they think you so upright and so upstanding. Yeah, call them on over here. I'm gonna tell them that. And then they're gonna look at you all cross-eyed, and then they're gonna say, oh, but she knocked you out with an iron skillet. You'll never live that down. Call them on over here. I don't care. I can pay bail to get out. And if I can't pay bail, I know some folk that'll come and get me out of jail. Number one, my children. My children will come get me out of jail. They'll bail me out. So call their asses over here because I want everybody to know what type of sick, perverted piece of shit you are. Excuse my French. Oh, baby, I was calling him everything but a child of God. By that time, my kids the woman, his wife didn't come. She sent her husband because my sons were trying to tell her what was going on, and she thought that he was over there jumping on me. So when the man pulled up in his truck and I'm sitting outside, and he was like, oh my God, what did he do? Did he hit you? And I was like, no, he in there. You need to go in there and see what's going on. Go in there and see what's going on. When he went in there, honey, he busted out laughing. Come all the way through the house, checking everybody in the house, checking the boys and everybody. Just laughing his butt up. Come outside, just cracking up laughing because I done knocked him out with the doggone iron skillet. So that's how that marriage ended. I had to get away from him, y'all. I could not. And let me tell you something. I'm going to be straight up with you. I contemplated staying with him. Don't ask me why. I don't know if it's because I felt that I needed him in my life. I don't know if I felt that. I don't know. I don't know if it was because of the marriage and how I feel about marriage and all that. I don't know. I have no clue. But I contemplated for a little bit of trying to work it out. You know, we go do the counseling and this, that, and the other thing. I contemplated all of that. But at the end of the day, my conclusion was there's no way I can ever trust you around my children. And if there is nothing else in this world that I don't care anything about, it's my kids. You know what I'm saying? I can never trust you around my children. You can never come around my family. We can't do nothing. I don't even want you touching me because you lusting over my child. And by the way, my daughter did tell me that he had never came at her. She had no clue that he had this going on in his head and all of that. And I believe my child because in the first place, she didn't have to bring me that note. She could have kept it to herself. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is that's my child. And I know the things that we have discussed throughout her life. I feel confident in knowing that she would tell me the truth. So there was no reason for me to doubt her. No reason at all. And when it all came out and I asked my sons about it and my other daughter, they never, I believe them when they say, Mama, he never came at us like that. We would have told you, Mama. I believe them. But that's how that divorce came apart. I couldn't bring myself to stay with him, y'all. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And we had been by the time the divorce was over with, we had been married 10 years. 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And right to this day, he gives me the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we see each other. It took me a long time to come to grips with that. You know what I mean? And to accept that as my truth and my life. Because there's just some things that happen to you in life and you just be like, oh my God, I just want to forget this. You know, and I went through that too. But at the end of the day, there's things you don't need to be forgetting. Really. You don't need to be forgetting. You just don't. You did exactly right. You don't know what the next level. Okay. Wait a minute. See, I got to go back. Yeah, nasty. Very nasty. That's right. You could never trust him again. Your eggs come first. Exactly. Exactly. And my eggs, they flourish, Tony. They flourish. They flourish. What do you say? No doubt, never doubt a child. That's what I'm saying. And I know, you know your children. You know when they lying. You know when they making up some stuff. You know how you raise them. You know what I'm saying? You know. When relationship fail, I do the same thing. I think about how I can fix things or make them better. But sometimes it's about distancing from evil spirits. Yes, and he was evil. He was evil. But he's remarried now. And he told me, yeah, it was time to go. Well, hell, he knew a little better because you swing skillets. Girl, I swing skillets. I tote guns. I got knives. I got a Louisville slugger. I ain't playing. I am not playing. It's great you and your eggs have such a great relationship. She felt comfortable to tell it. Yes. And that's what I'm thankful for because she didn't have to tell me that. For whatever reason, she could have kept that to herself and then said, oh, okay, well, he want to do this. You know, she could have been a stanky daughter. That's what I call him. She could have been a stanky daughter. Well, okay, you know, he make good money. I'll just get money from him, you know, and he'll keep his mouth shut. And as long as he pay me, y'all know how they do. Y'all know how they do. But she wasn't about that life. She wasn't about that life. And she didn't, and like she said, Mama, I don't want to tell you this because I know it's going to hurt you, but I have to tell you. She said she had to tell me. Okay? That means a lot. When men do things to us down to abuse, you start to feel less than a woman. And that's why sometimes we stay places we need not just go, but run fast. Girl, what you saying? What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? And I told this story to you guys because I contemplated this. Y'all, I have got to light this damn cigarette. Y'all forgive me. But I'm drinking. I'm drinking. Let me tell you something. I contemplated on sharing this story. But at the end of the day, somebody needs to hear this story. Somebody needs to hear this story. And you know why? Because there might be somebody out there that got the same thing going on in your life. Like I told y'all, things ain't new. They just recycle themselves over and over and over again. Over again. Welcome to the clubhouse. Oh, TK Knowles, welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. I was telling a true life story, and I wasn't paying attention to my comments. I'm going to go back and I'm going to read my comments, but I needed to tell the story. I needed to tell the story. And I don't even know. I got 3 moderators on here. Nika, you got a range, baby. I meant to give you one earlier and forgot. But it's somebody that needs to hear these type of stories because, like I said, things just recycle themselves. And it could be somebody in the same situation and they feel like they need to stay in that situation and sacrifice their child, sacrifice their daughter, sacrifice their son. Hell, for that matter, sacrifice your damn dog, your cat. Because there's some weird fuckers out here, excuse my French, that will do it with the dogs and the cats, okay? Because of finances, because they're uneducated, because whatever. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to stay with nobody that you feel that you don't have to be with. You don't. And somewhere along the line, you either gonna pray about getting the strength to leave, But at somewhere along the line, you're going to say to yourself, enough is enough is enough is enough. And you're going to get on down. And a lot of times you don't even know where you're going to, but you know what you're coming from. And that will be most important at that time. What you coming from instead of what you going to. Hallelujah, honey. Hallelujah. I'm telling you what I know. Yes. Yeah, we be sacrificing. Sacrifice your black ass. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes, yes. My favorite part is that you believe your child. That is so important. Yes, it's very important. Now, don't get me wrong now. I believe my kids. I listen to my children, but I know my children. And like when they was in school and stuff, and they be saying, oh, why you get a D in that class? Because that teacher don't like me. She always giving me a D. No, okay. I'm calling my butt up to the school to find out why. And I listen to the staff and the teachers, and I listen to my child, and then I try to figure out to come to some type of get as close as I can to the truth. But I know my children are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't believe everything they say. But when they come to you and they talking to you about some serious stuff, you better pay attention, especially if you have taught your children to lean on you and let you tote that load. You pay attention. You pay attention because it takes a lot for them to bring it to you in the first place. And I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. You welcome, Mike Hard. I hope I didn't bore anybody to death. But that's true life, y'all. That's my life. And let me tell you something. I have so many things that I could share with you guys that will probably help someone. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with sharing. It's just a lot of time because I do public speaking, and what people want me to talk about, like with the ladies that I work with at the shelter and stuff like that, you know, what they want me to talk about is the same thing all the time, just share my experiences, my life. But, you know, you get bored with those things sometimes. You want to talk about other stuff, but that's what they want to hear. So that's what I give them. So I'm very comfortable in sharing who I am. Like I say, I am who I am, and I love me, and I'm my biggest fan. And if you don't like me, oh, well, take a number and get in damn line, because you ain't the only one out here that don't like me. But believe me, it's more people out here that love me and show me love than it is to those that don't like me. And some of the ones that don't like me and haven't liked me have come to love me, if that makes sense. But I'm telling you, it's just stuff. People need help in the world mentally. We're trying to get from one day to the next. I love how open you are. This is something about you that is refreshing to listen to. Thank you, Taj Time. It will help someone to open up. Right. Because I have young people that watch my channel, and that's why I don't do a lot of cussing and stuff like that on my channel, because I know I have young people that watch my channel. Like my grandchildren watch my channel, but I mean, they know I cuss every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But the young people really need to understand, because you can get yourself caught up in something so stinking fast. Even us seasoned people, before you know it, you think everything is cool and smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden that first wave come, and it's a little wave, but then lo and behold, baby, behind it, it's like 3-4 more waves, and then behind them is the mother load wave, and you don't be prepared for it. You just don't be prepared. Yes, I agree. What you say? Yes, I agree with Mike. Thanks for sharing your story. Very honest and powerful. Thank you, Get Your Life. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I spoke on my past today on the live. I know I saw that live. I saw it after. I wasn't live. I didn't watch it live, but I saw it after. And that was truly a testimony. That was truly a testimony. You make a story sound so good. Girl, please. I'm just telling you the real deal. The real stinking deal. The real stinking deal. Like I say, I ain't got time to be lying, because I ain't going to remember. Y'all ain't going to remember. Well, let niggas say, no, I understand. I got an arsenal of experiences. Hearing you made me feel like I can share my life with people to learn from. Yes, ma'am. Each one teach one. Each one reach back and grab somebody and help bring them forward. Now, if they ain't trying to bring their own self forward, then that's a different story. But if they trying and they just need a lift, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with lifting. Hurricane can be weathered. Yes, they can be weathered. And I'm going to tell you something. There is always life after whatever. Always. As long as you living, there's always life after whatever. Whatever that storm brings, whatever that hurricane brings, tornado, typhoon, whatever you want to call it. As long as you living and you got breath in your body, there is life after. You just have to want the life after. And don't be getting stuck in no stinking pity party. You know, it's okay to, be down, but you can't stay down forever, and you can't stay down for long. You got to come on up and out, because the longer you stay down in there, the deeper you go. The deeper you go. Thank you, No Salt. Thank you, baby. Yeah, you cuss too, Lady Nika. I know we all let it slip out sometimes. A lot of people hate love me, but I share because somebody needs that info. Fuck the trolls or the ones that want to judge. We need this. The world needs this. Yes. Look at our world. Look at our world. I'm going to tell y'all something. There's this homeless woman that's always downtown, and she pushes a cart. Okay. And I'm pretty sure she has some mental issues. Okay. But I always speak. Okay. When I see her. Well, I've switched jobs, so I'm no longer on that street anymore. But I would always give her different things. You know what I'm saying? Toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, deodorant. One time she told me that she in talking to her, she had told me that she was still on her cycle. I thought she was older than what she was. So I would throw, tampons or sanitary napkins or whatever, just care package. I've been toting this care package around. I've been on my new job since February. So I've been toting it around since shortly after I started my new job and trying to catch her, but I don't never see her. So I don't know where she is. It's kind of got me concerned, okay? I'm having lunch with one of my old co-workers, so I'm going to ask her about it next week to see if she's seen the lady. But anyway, I said today was the morning where I was going to try and locate her to give her this care package I've been toting around in the trunk of my car. What you saying? Mia, yeah, it's just being Mia. I ain't gonna change. Gotta be me. Yeah, you gotta be who you are, but you gotta love who you are too. You gotta love who you are, and you gotta respect who you are. You have to do those things, because if you don't do that for yourself, you can't expect for anyone else to do that to you or for you. Okay? And so I couldn't find her. I walked the whole strip. I mean, I left home this morning at like 6:45. And I walked the whole strip downtown where she be at. Didn't see her. So I said, okay, it's like 8:10 now. I got to get back to my car so I can get on to work and get to work on time. Well, I go through the little courtyard park that's on Main Street downtown. There was two ladies sitting there on the bench. So I was like, okay. So I said, hey, good morning, ladies. Good morning. They both had backpacks. I said, I don't mean no harm. I said, but you need a ride to the bus station or something like that? Because I see y'all got backpacks. Y'all traveling. Y'all need to get somewhere. So the one lady said, no, ma'am. I'm sitting here waiting on 600 to open. I said, 600, excuse me. What is 600? She said, that's the homeless shelter. They open at 9 o'clock. So I'm sitting here waiting so I can go in there and see if I can get my name on the list so that I have some place to sleep tonight. So I looked at her, and I didn't ask her what her circumstances was. I just handed her the bag. I said, ma'am, I want to bless you with this bag today. It's not a lot, but you may find that there's some things in there that you might need. And if you can't use it, pass it on to one of your other sisters. You bless another sister with it. I said, y'all have a good day. And I kept on walking. Because obviously she homeless if she waiting on 600 to open up. I didn't even know what that was, 600. So now when I go to my community place, I'm going to have to tell them, y'all, what is this 600? Y'all need to school me on 600. What is that about? I ain't never heard of that. But I blessed her with that. You know what I mean? Because people need a helping hand sometimes. And sometimes what you have to give, it doesn't have to cost you anything. You could give up your time, give up yourself. That's the most important thing. Just by uplifting someone. That's my whole thing. Uplifting. You don't have to spend no money to uplift somebody. Lady Nika, you gone? Thanks for coming, baby. Thanks for your support. I appreciate you. Thumbs up for the live. Everyone have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, Tara. I hate to leave because I'm truly engaged in this topic, but I need to go offline for a few hours. Love you all and hug. At Colorful Camille, I'll be watching the replay of this live later. Thank you, baby. We finna get off of here in a minute because I'm hour and 5 minutes. I'm happy Mia Southern Touch introduced me to your channel. Real people, great and positive folks. Thank you. There's a lot of positive people on here. A lot of positive people on here. And you can make friends. Y'all know y'all feel free to make friends. Feel free to make friends. I hope I didn't bore you all to death. But sometimes, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. And maybe somebody will take something away. And if nothing else, maybe if you don't have a good relationship with your children, or you feel like there's something missing in the relationship that you have, because teenagers can be a booger bear. I understand. Teenagers can be a booger bear. Maybe something that I said in my story will help you to be able to reach out or have, you know, say something to your children where they'll want to reach and tell you things. Because our teenagers are going through a lot of stuff. They're going through grown folk stuff and they children. And still have to deal with grown folk stuff. Hey, Tyra, how you doing, baby? Take care, Cordell. Thank you for coming, baby. Y'all like the live on the way out if you haven't liked it. Oh, thank you, Les. Thank you, Les. DeShanta B, how do you feel? Do you still cook with that skillet? Yeah, ma'am. That was my grandmama iron skillet. I sure do. I sure do. Girl, bye. That skillet wasn't going nowhere. That's my grandmama iron skillet. It's right there right now in there on the kitchen, on the stove. Just read my book one. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, honey. So that's my little chit chat time. If y'all like to hear these stories, y'all just let me know. I mean, I like I said, ain't no shame in my game. I can share. Ain't no shame in my game. I will share, honey. If y'all feel like y'all want to hear it, I sure will. I sure will. Because I just like helping people. That's all. That's my thing, helping folk. Yes, indeed. So y'all just talking to each other. What'd you say? Now I think everybody that watches my channel know I love me some me. Girl, please. They know I love me some me too. Don't play. Don't play. I mean, it's nice to be loved by other people. It's awesome. It really is. But sometimes you can't find that love. You can't get that love. It'd be the wrong kind of love because everybody don't love the same kind of way. And sometimes all love ain't good for you. Everybody love ain't good for you. So that's why I love me, because I know my love is perfect for me. My love is perfect for me. I know how to love myself. This was an excellent live. I thank you for sharing a part of your journey. It made a difference in the ways you don't know. It's meds times and I'm out soon after. Thank you. I had a great time. Oh, Lady Nika, so sweet. Thank you. Yes, indeed. If people only knew we all have a story and we have to share something that's a little uncomfortable for, honestly, it's also healing. It really is. It really is. It's very healing and very therapeutic. But when he got ready to get married, he came to me and he called me because my number ain't never changed. And he called me and he took me to lunch. And he told me he was getting married and he apologized greatly for everything and explained how sorry he was and how he messed up our marriage and this, that, and the other thing. You know, I accepted his apology because that's what I felt I could do. I mean, it would have been some years past by that point, and I had, you know, gotten over it. And for lack of a better word, I hate to use the word comfortable, but I was at ease with the situation, considering that nothing occurred with my children. You know, that was my biggest concern. I never apologized to him for knocking his ass out with that frying pan, though. And I never apologized to him about saying the things that I said to him either. But I'm going to tell you something. I told he told his mother that we had got into a fight, but he never told her why. And she always asked me because she knew that we didn't fight. So finally I told her, you know, and you know, that woman didn't believe me. She told me, she said, not my son. My son wouldn't do anything like that. Okay. But he did, though. And that's why he don't want to tell you. That's why he keep telling you to ask me. But he did. You know, so I told him, you need to tell your mama the truth so she don't think I'm sitting up here lying. Not that I really care. At that point, I didn't care. I didn't care nothing about you. I didn't care nothing about your folk. I didn't care nothing, because as far as I'm concerned, your folk, y'all must running deep with this. See, how far back do it go? How deep do it go? You know, so I wasn't trusting of any of them at that point. You know, I didn't. I just kind of like cut myself out. I really did. I cut myself out. But yeah, when he took me to lunch, he apologized. And the thing I told him, I said, well, I'm happy you getting married. I said, but I want to share something for you too. I want to share something with you. I said, whatever you do or whatever you don't do, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again to anybody's children, to your wife, to your girlfriend. I don't care who it is. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that was it. I mean, we don't really have conversation where there's nothing for us to talk about. There's nothing for us to talk about. Don't forget to call me tonight when this ends. Yeah, it's getting ready to end, boo. It's getting ready to end. It's getting ready to end. So if y'all don't have anything else, I'm going to leave y'all with that to ponder on. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming to my live. To all of those people that I may have missed coming in because I was sharing a story, welcome to ItsDawnyWawnyTime, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching my channel, you watching my videos. I've got planned some different videos. I'm going to be doing some shout out videos as well. Actually, I had said I was going to do that tonight, but I done went into a whole nother different direction. See, that's what happened when you follow your spirit. You know, when your spirit tell you to do something, you need to follow your spirit. You need to follow your spirit. What you say? Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Get your life. Just read my book one. Lady Nika, hey, lady. Ruckovar, I had a blast, Miss Lady. And what you say? I had a blast, Miss Lady. And what are we without forgiveness? Exactly. Because forgiveness is really for you. It's not for the other person. It's for you. It really is. When I was a kid, man, I was not a forgiver. And even as a teenager, I was not a forgiver. My grandmama had to work on me with that. But I understand now. Get your life. Good night, loves. I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for the awesome live. It's DawnyWawnyTime. You welcome. Get your life. Welcome. You welcome. And I hope to see you back. I hope to see you back. Is Mike Hard TV still here? Mike Hard, you still here? Let's hope you have a great weekend, Donnie. Thank you, baby. I'll be in this house filming videos. And that's it. Piddling around. I ain't going nowhere. Hubby said we're going to stay home this weekend. So that's what I'm going to do. It's so hot here. It was 106 degrees today here. Good night, Angelino. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you so much. Thanks for your help, Frank. I appreciate you. Don't forget anything you want to know. Email me since you will be busy Sunday. Oh, you talking to Get Your Life. Yes, you will see me again, Donnie. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. So until the next video, champions, smooches.